Before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that rule over the flock, that taught all us 144% the truth, man. To you few Akim and Akwati out there listening and learning, shalom to you.
Shalom.
Camps with the likewise doctrine as Great Millstone, shalom to you as well, and salutations to the hopeful elect, man.
Shalom.
We're on another week out here. How about Shimmy Shy? You know, there's been quite a few things going on, from weird weather patterns, you know, break-ins, the war over there, and not the war, but the attack over there that Trump just did to Nigeria, trying to get their natural resources. But it's a little bit more into that, besides them going just strictly for the natural resources, you know. And he was talking about how he was going over there to protect Christians to justify him going over there to bomb them people. And just to let you know, a lot of them people that they bombed were actually Christians as well. You know, so you can't let this devil and his smooth and buttery words persuade you that they doing the right thing. Because Trump ain't doing nothing unless it benefits him. You know? And it's another article out there, I'm gonna bring that up eventually, that they letting it be known that, hey, eventually people gonna be getting injected with that rice, because they going full-blown digital and they setting it up for 2026. And 2026 is gonna be a hell of a ride for a lot of you Americans, man, in the whole world. But mainly you Americans, because you feel like you can't be touched. And you about to be touched. That MC Hammer shit, that you can't touch this, that's about to get ready and go under, man. That's gonna be a thing of naught real soon, man.
Y'all gonna figure it out. One of the reasons that came out as to why Trump bombed Nigeria, you gotta look at it like this. First of all, understand that everything that Trump says is a lie. You need to understand that. If you try to get this man the benefit of the doubt like you're telling the truth, you're going off. Everything that come out this man's mouth is a lie. First of all, he persecuting Christians over here by law. So how the hell he protecting them over there? Number two, he don't give a damn about Christians. He's not a Christian. He converted to Judaism in 2017. He's an honorary small hat. So why would he give a damn about Christians when Christians are the enemies of the chosen victims? So why would he protect them? That's going against the interests of his bosses. His bosses don't like Christians. So why would he protect them? The real reason is because, yes, he's going over there for oil, uranium, lithium, and gold. But the real reason he attacked them is because Nigeria, they ditched the dollar. And to strike fear into the other nations thinking about doing the same thing, he decided to make Nigeria an example. This is what's going to happen to you if you try to ditch our dollar. That's the reason why he attacked Nigeria. And for him to call himself a Christian man, whatever religion he claims, you going to bomb a country on Christmas? If that tells you right there, that don't tell you this man don't give a damn about nothing. And nothing is sacred to him. Even that fake pagan holiday that y'all just love so much. Nothing will convince you that this man is the wicked. You got something, bro?
Yeah. I got Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. Set him not by thee, lest when he hath overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit in thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And that's how Esau moves, to try to go over there and take these people's power, man. You know, destroying their infrastructure, taking their resources, mad about them ditching the dollar. But it's a lot of places that's ditching the dollar, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of places that's ditching the dollar. You ain't messing with them because they ain't having that, man. Plus, they don't have that strength that you have, America. But but to understand this, they gonna be backed by major strength because you got Russia, you got all these BRICS nations, man, and then all of these other places are linking up with the BRICS.
Yep.
Even Europe is turning their back on America, man. The Bible never lied. Said that all our allies is going to change, going to turn the other cheek on this place, man.
Yep.
And eventually they're going to get fed up with America. America is in this position to where everybody is about to get fed up, and they're going to eventually blow your ass up, man. That's why we keep telling you people that we need to be right with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. I'm talking to you Israelites, you blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Damn the heathens, man.
Yep.
They can sit down here and catch all them missiles, man.
You know? Worry about your own salvation.
Exactly.
While you all making videos talking about what about Esau, what about him? You ain't tired of this nigga yet? You should be. Or you might be an Edomite yourself. If you ain't tired of it, I got this scripture right here. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, verse 17. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him the first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. We going to help the Christians over there. No, you going to steal some shit. John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief cometh not before to kill, to steal, and to destroy. I have come that they might have everlasting life. Roughly paraphrasing the scripture. If Esau pull up to your shores, know he dare to do one of those three things, if not all three of the three. Steal, kill, and destroy.
Remember what they did to the Gadites.
Exactly.
Remember what they did to over there in Congo. You know, everywhere Esau has gone. Shut up, Esau. Everywhere Esau has moved or went, destruction followed him, man.
Exactly. That's in Isaiah 59 right there. Let me see if I can find it. Yep, I'm right there. That's the Lord right there. Isaiah 59, chapter 59. We start at verse 6. Now these scriptures Jakes, but you can easily apply this to Esau because that's where they get it from. Verse 6, their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. Their feet run to evil. There you go right there. You find him there first. He went to Venezuela starting shit. Now he in Nigeria starting shit.
Trying to take shit that don't belong to him.
Exactly.
Man.
Their feet run to evil. They make haste to shed innocent blood. That's the key. Innocent blood. Their thoughts are thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destruction are in their paths. Everywhere they go, death, violence, and destruction follows. Democracy, grenade. I guess they call themselves over there serving up Nigeria a plate of democracy. But you see what comes with it. Because when I watched all the videos, I ain't see nothing but civilian casualties. That right there makes it a war crime. You cannot use a military to attack civilians. That is a war crime. And that's all this man been doing. He been attacking civilian fishermen, and now he attacking Nigerian citizens. This is why the book says Babylon will be destroyed, because the other nations ain't gonna just let you do whatever you want to do. And pretty much the ICC is useless. The International Criminal Courts, they useless. They ain't did nothing. They ain't did nothing about the Venezuelan attacks. Shit, they ain't do shit about the genocide in Gaza. So what good is the ICC? You know why the ICC is useless? Because an Edomite is doing this. Now, if this was an Ishmaelite or an Israelite or anybody so-called brown or black, exactly. But see, that goes back to Psalm 73, verse 5. They're not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. So, instead of bringing prosecution, the ICC is looking for a way to get them off. Just like your government is looking for a way to get these pedos off because they're not in trouble as other men. All these pictures, all these statements. It's a woman that came out. They ain't gonna give a name for her safety, of course. But she said that the Tyler-in-Chief raped her, and Epstein helped him. Yeah. But this man's still in office,
getting away with all type of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
And that's all them higher up Edomites, man. They get away with so much shit that they pride is on a whole nother level, man. They feel like they can just keep doing things and not getting persecuted for it. But the Most High is let you build your own judgment, bro, and you gonna get what's coming to you, man. This is Psalm 73 and 6. Because when you constantly get away with stuff, you feel untouchable, man. You feel prideful. You feel like you can just get away with all type of genocide, man. This is Psalm 73 and 6. Therefore, pride compass them about as a chain. I'm gonna go back one because you mentioned this. Psalm 73 and 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compass them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than the heart could wish. They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth. Therefore his people return hither and out to them. But the moral of the story is, this man think he's getting away with everything and that nothing is going to happen to him. But remember, the Lord got a big target on his back, and he will be destroyed after he gets done wearing them chains. It will be swept under the rug and took out of the nation. He will be eradicated, man. Yeah, Esau is about to get eradicated, man. You know, just let him earn his judgment. Let him keep moving the way he's moving. People see what you're doing. We good. It's just Esau, Edom, messing around.
Him playing, him mad.
And Shalom, Kip.
Shalom, Mark. I got a scripture right here. And this is why the other nations ain't gonna be mad when this bitch gets destroyed. This is the book of 2nd Ezra. We'll start at verse 39. Chapter 11, verse 39. Are not thou it that remainest of the four beasts, whom I made to reign in my world, that the end of their times might come through them? That's why the other nations ain't gonna be pissed off. Everybody sees how the United States is moving and how they're doing too much. So when they bring their own destruction out of greed, pride, jealousy, envy, hate, the whole world gonna see it as now you getting what you deserve.
Yeah. And a lot of them gonna be in your ass too, Esau.
Yeah. Verse 40. And the fourth beast came and overcame all the beasts that were passed and had power over the world with gratefulness. That's Esau. That's Trump trying to strike fear in all these other nations by announcing he trying to make 2 more battleships. Bro, you ain't got time. The war is here. It takes anywhere from 5 to 10 years to make 1 battleship, let alone 2. So you a dumbass, number 1, because you announced this to the world. You know how many sleeper cells are in this country? It ain't but 2 or 3 bases that could build a ship as big as a battleship. There's Norfolk, San Diego, and the sub bases up in Washington State, Bremerton, up around in that area. All these sleeper cells in this country, they can easily sabotage these bases. Now you ain't building shit. You think Putin would announce something like that? No. Putin gonna make you find out the hard way when he hits you with these battleships. But see, Trump, he feeds off the fear of others, but that shit ain't working no more. That's why he resorts to the threats and fear tactics, because he's weak. That's the only way a weak man can get attention. He's got to spread fear. He's got to show the world that he about that when he's really not. You ain't about war, Trump. How the hell you about war when you dodged the draft 5 times, baby? You ain't built like us. And that fight proved it. Now, I don't want to change the subject. I want to hit it on a little bit. That fight proved it. We were the gladiators in Rome. And we still are. The most heavyweight champions are what? Israelites.
Yep.
So you're going to get this clown, this poser, who trying to ride the coattails of Mike Tyson into fame. Now he got his ass knocked out. And to show you that he's the weak Edomite he is, they took half his money because they say he didn't follow the script. And now this fuck boy is suing because he lost. He's suing.
You talking about Jake Paul?
Yeah.
With a broke jaw.
In 2 places. Glass Joe. Glass jaw.
That, as you mentioned, that was a funny fight, bro, because the fear that was in his face.
Yeah.
When he took that last punch, bro. I love seeing a wicked, prideful Edomite, bro, get humbled down, man.
Yeah.
And he got beat up real nice too. All this swole up.
That was a spiritual fight. That fight was to demonstrate. Now see, Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Joshua, he was supposed to take the fall. But because the Lord put the spirit on him, said, no, knock this motherfucker out. That's what he did.
And before he knocked him out, he smiled at him.
Exactly. The Lord put the spirit on him. Don't follow this bullshit. Show the world who Israel is. Show the world what Israel can do to these base men.
You Jakes out here, y'all trying to take that bag and lose your integrity behind it, man.
Exactly.
You taking that bag. Mike Tyson did that bullshit.
Yeah. Now Mike Tyson back in the news talking about he should have been the one. No. Stay your sellout ass over there. Enjoy your money.
That's why Tank Davis backed out of it, because he going to bust your head too. But you ain't want to lose like that, you know. So you end up going against the heavyweight champion, bro, who's bigger than you, stronger than you, trying to get he lays you out.
Yeah. But see, to punish him because he didn't follow the script, the Tiny Tops, what they did, they took half his money. They took half his purse. He's supposed to get 92 million. That dropped down like 40-something million because he didn't follow the script.
This win ain't playing around.
I ain't tearing up the sign.
And we standing in the way of the win.
That's all right. Let's roll. Keep rolling.
Like even when this with the ships, you know, trying to put that scare tactic in his enemies out there. That's the way of Esau.
Yeah.
This is Psalms 10 and 5. His ways are always grievous. Thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them.
Mm-hmm.
And he said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. That's the thought process of Esau Edom, the red man, the so-called white boy out here. They feel like that they can't be touched, ain't nobody on their level, but at the same time, you seeing them very people get humbled down. And they humbling down every day as we speak, man. You know, it's a lot of different things going on with these Edomites. And Trump, he's definitely is exposing himself of the devil that he really is by the things that he are committing out here, the atrocities that this man is committing, dude.
See, this is the thing, see, in order for Esau to see himself as being the best, who does he stage a fight with? The best. Who's the best? Israelites. So he got to stage a fight so the world will now see him as the best. You know how that saying goes in the world? To be the best, you got to beat the best. Yeah. You never see them staging fights against Asians.
Nope.
No, they got to stage it because if not, they will lose. So you paid the Israelite to lose. And then you shining. You done stole his glory. Well, you done bought his glory, pretty much. Because you want to be seen like the Israelites are seen. Can't do that, base man.
Had the audacity to say you won against freaking Mike Tyson. Come on, man.
Ain't nobody beating Mike Tyson unless Mike Tyson wants to be beat.
Like, we've seen all these videos of this man training. I'm talking about having the same speed and accuracy and power from when he was in his youth.
Mm-hmm.
And you telling me Jake Paul beat this man? You crazy.
If anything, and that age gap should have made his ass whooping worse. Mike Tyson should have knocked him out in the first round.
Yeah, he could have. He pulled back a couple of
because of experience. See, with age comes experience. And with age comes wisdom. Let this man tire his ass, let him tire himself out, and then when he can no longer defend, you go into him. So no, I don't feel sorry for Jake Paul. Now he talking about he retiring. When did you actually start boxing in order to retire in the first place? That YouTube shit don't count?
No, it don't, man.
You didn't start a boxing career to retire from.
He paid a lot of Israelite boxers to take the dive.
Exactly.
Even Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
UFC fighter. I can't think of his first name, but his last name is Woolley.
Exactly.
He knocked him out.
You know why he paid Israelites to take a fall? Because he wants the Israelites' glory. You can't buy that. You have to be born with it, homie. And the Lord took it right from you and shamed you at the same time. So the sellouts, the Lord is putting a line between the sellouts, the 2/3 and the 1/3 and the 144,000. I'm sure at first he agreed to it, but at the last minute the Lord put the spirit on him. Now knock his ass out. Show the world what the base man really is. And now this big motherfucker, he in his feelings, he want to sue because he lost the fight. He want to sue because this fighter didn't stick to the script.
There shouldn't have been no script in the first place.
Exactly.
You should have went through that hard training and went in there and tried to fight with experience.
See?
But instead, you wanted to step over everything like you always do. Esau, you's a big cheater, bro.
Come up any other way as a thief? Where that script at? See, he didn't want to go through the straight and narrow, straight up training and boxing and sparring the right way. Now he wanted to come up some other way as a thief. And the Lord exposed him. I got it right here. This is the book of John, chapter 10, verse 1. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, is a thief and a robber. He tried to cheat his way to the top and got exposed. Now nobody ever take him seriously again. That's how the Lord works.
That's why he wants to retire, because nobody's going to take him seriously.
Exactly. People knows he's a fraud.
No, we've been knowing that dude was a fraud, man. It was just some of you stupid people out there believe everything you say. You too simple-minded. You believe everything you see on TV, man. A lot of stuff that's on TV is scripted, man. News is scripted.
Especially sports.
Sports is scripted now.
And you know another reason why they took half his purse? Because a lot of the big time bookies, they placed bets on this fight. And a lot of people lost bets. They lost money because he decided to knock his punk ass out. That's why they hit him in the purse.
Took that money and gave it back to the people that bet it.
Back to the bookies. On top, not the little low-level bookies. The top-notch bookies. But they say Drake put $1 million on the fight and lost it. You should have lost it, stupid. The shit was fixed. Any sporting event in the United States is fixed. I've been stopped watching sports.
Yeah, I can't. I just know it's fake now. Like, it's too much. It's too much, man.
I've been stopped watching sports, man, because I knew the shit was fake. Now I might check out an Alabama college football game every now and then, because to me, college players, they play with more heart.
Because they hungry.
Exactly. They got more passion for the game, more love for the game than these pro players. Because these pro players, they already got their bag.
Yeah. Which is not really they bag.
No.
Because you got a lot of rappers coming out saying that that's really not their bag. That is all prop money for the image. It's all prop money for the image. So basically, y'all worshiping these people, and they ain't shit. They ain't got no money like you. The small hatters putting them in that position to look like they killing the game, and then let them speak out wrongly about these small hatters. They gonna tap them pockets, man.
Mm-hmm. Gonna hit you hard.
You gotta remember, like we said before, Kyrie Irving, the Cannons, Kanye, a lot of different people spoke up about these small hats, man. And next thing you know, they losing TV shows, they getting sued. Even a lot of them are getting false cases put on.
See? But see, that's what Esau does. In order to maintain control, he got to have some type of control over your money. And this is all back boiling down to Esau's and how he rules. So he gonna make a lot of unrighteous decrees. He gonna do that because that's the only way he can rule. Because deep down, this man knows that it is virtually impossible for weak men to rule over stronger men. And what did they say in Genesis? The weaker shall serve the stronger. Esau know he weak. He know he can't rule over us as far as the playing field being level. That's why he got to maintain advantages through laws.
Yeah.
He got to keep you at the bottom through laws, because he knows the weak man cannot rule over strong men.
That's that craft to prosper, man.
Right. That's why he got you in what they call it, contractual captivity, by making you a perpetual debt slave. Because guess what? You'll never pay off rent. You'll never pay off taxes. So to keep you in line, he keep tabs on your bank account. And now that he wants to go digital, he'll be able to fully control you with your bank account.
Yeah.
You do something or say something he don't like, he just cut your money off. If not, just steal it. That's how he rules. That's how he keeps you in line. This is what he wants. Because he knows that, first of all, he's the real minority. Let's get that straight. Because my thing is this. How in the hell is 13% of the population turning the world upside down? Like in the book of Acts. How is 13 and then 1% of 13%? If you really look at it, because 13% of so-called American population, that incorporates all the so-called blacks. 2/3 of 13% is what? Let's see. Let's do some. We're back in math class, baby. We ain't bringing them facts. Let's see what 13. Times 0.66. See? 13%. Well, 2/3 of 13 is 8.5. So that only leaves 5% left. So how is 5% is change turning the world upside down? That 5% would represent the 144,000 and innumerable 1/3. So how is that 5% of a minority turning the world upside down? It's like the elder said, the Israelites got everybody reading their Bibles again.
Yeah. And they think they got it too.
Exactly.
Oh, they think they got it. They ain't got no ministry, no videos, no nothing. But they be on social media going in like they know the scriptures, trying to go into the Hebrew and the Greek. We know y'all watching the elders and the apostles, man. We know. Y'all watching the elders and the apostles, because y'all was not going into no etymology of the words or none of that. The Lord still ain't dealing with you.
All they ever knew was John 3:16.
Yeah, now they know some of every damn thing now.
And they still twist the scriptures to lie for Esau.
And y'all only read just so y'all can discredit the Israelites.
How stupid is that?
That's all you trying to do.
Why would you try to discredit and go against your own source of salvation? You suicidal just like Esau. But you just don't know it. See, Christians don't know how crazy they are because all they know is crazy. Do you understand that? Edomites don't know they're wicked because all they know is wickedness. This book lets you know what's righteous and what's wicked. Y'all refuse to acknowledge that. Y'all still refuse to acknowledge that pork is unclean. So how can we get through to y'all?
Exactly.
We can't. You got to feel that sting of death. Y'all still trying to defend bacon. Come on, man.
Just because our people are foolish, man. This is Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are sottish children, meaning stupid.
Yep.
And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, the shrimp, crab, pork, all of that bullshit. These pagan holidays, you know, trying to call out the real men of the Lord when you really going against the Lord himself, because we just the messengers. And they have none understanding. They are they are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge, man. And that's all you Israelites out there, you fake ass Christians, and I'm talking about you Israelites. Them Edomites, they can't be no goddamn Christian.
They can't. They can't.
They can't be a Christian, man.
You know what a Christian is? First of all, do you even know what a Christian is? Christian means you are a follower of so-called Christ. You're not followers of Hamashiach. That's his true title. Hamashiach, not Christ. You people are not followers of Hamashiach. The first Christians were in Antioch.
I was just about to bring that out.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is Acts 11:26. And when he had found him, he brought him unto Antioch. And it came to pass that a whole year they assembled themselves to church and taught much people. And the disciples were called Christians first in Antioch. Why? Because the rest of the world, they didn't want to hear what Yahushua was speaking about. But the apostles did. So they were called Christians because they were following the Hamashiach. Makes them Hamashiachim. They were Hamashiachim, which was a derogatory term, man. Mm-hmm. It was a derogatory term. They were calling them, they were basically condemning them.
Yeah, making fun of them, mocking them.
The Christians today ain't mocking nobody. Y'all mocking the true Hamashiachim.
Yep. So they're in their lot for destruction.
Exactly.
Because you mocking the true Hamashiach, that means you don't want him to rule over you. Nah. You rather the toddler in chief rule over you. Pull up your peppers, Mr. President. That's who y'all want, Big Baby. And y'all gonna die with Big Baby. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, I hope he make it so he can be one of the first fruits of slavery. Death is too easy, too convenient. And when times get hard, that's the Edomite first, that's his go-to. He going right to that desk drawer and grab that 38 and blow his brains out to avoid punishment, to avoid judgment, to avoid shame from his family and his friends. He just blow his brains out. So you think by giving yourself a dishonorable death, you think you still avoid shame? No, you're not. You're contributing to the shame. At least if you go to prison, you'll have a chance of redeeming your honor, but Esau ain't got no honor. So he ain't missing nothing. He ain't got no integrity or dignity, so he ain't missing nothing.
And you mentioned something about, you know, our people, how they don't want Yahushua to rule over them.
Nope.
But one thing about y'all is, you're going to get put to death right in front of them. This is Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, because you're an enemy, man. If you against the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, you are Antichrist.
And it's more than one.
And it's more than one of them.
Despite what the Christians say.
Exactly.
Go ahead, bro.
Oh, you got it, bro. You straight.
Go ahead, finish the verse.
But those my, this is Luke 19:27. But those my enemies, which would not that I should rule over them, bring hither and slay them before me. That's what's going to happen to you unbelievers, man. You're going to be slain in front of the Most High Yahweh and His Son, bro. Because you don't want to adhere to these scriptures, man. You don't want Yahweh to rule over you. But it's going to happen anyway. And then you're going to have to get that factory reset.
Exactly. Death by pain. See, I don't understand you Christians. Because y'all really going to bat to save Esau. But y'all don't consider this one thing. The Lord is about to put to death 2/3 of his own people. So why in the hell would the Lord save the enemy of the throne? That don't make sense. He gonna put to death 2/3 of his own people for their wickedness. But at the same time, he gonna roll out the red carpet into the kingdom for Esau for his wickedness.
Right.
What kind of, bruh, whatever crystal meth or PCP or barbiturates y'all own, y'all need to stop eating them styrofoam crackers and drinking that grape juice of the church. That's what got y'all on weird shit, man, that I have never seen before. The Lord gonna put to death 2/3 of his people for wickedness. But he gonna save Esau because of wickedness. Make sense to me?
I had a dialogue with an Edomite yesterday thinking that he finna go to the kingdom. So I'm like, I had to ask him a sincere question in which he really couldn't give me the answer to. I said, so you meaning to tell me that a nation of people that committed more genocide on this earth, especially to the Israelites, and continually go to other nations right down to this day and destroy these other countries and kill these innocent people, man? You telling me that the Lord ain't finna come see about y'all?
They get a free pass to the kingdom. Let the Christians tell it.
Talking about you saved from your sin. First of all, you not saved, you still here. Second of all, this for you black Christians too. Second of all, you still can't sin. So you're not saved from your sin. We're not in the new covenant yet.
Nope.
So therefore, you still in a fleshly body where you can fall off, man.
Yep. But y'all don't see that. Let them tell it. They've been brainwashed. They already saved. How you saved? The missiles ain't dropped yet. If you find yourself on a chariot, when those missiles hit, guess what? That's when you can say you are saved. Other than that, you being proud as hell. And the Lord hates pride. That's an abomination. So if you just conceited like that, and you just know the Lord got you, that's being very prideful, and the Lord hates pride.
That's Esau for you, because that SOB, he's like, well, when the tribulation come, I hope you be all right, because I'm gonna be in heaven. That pride, man.
Like they already know they got it. They already know they got the golden ticket.
Just how they were when that false rapture occurred. When they were talking about that rapture was coming, you had Edomites on TV, on social media, talking about how they gave away everything, and I want to leave the people that's gonna be left behind a message. Like you just gonna just be up out of here.
Like they just know they got the golden ticket.
Sure.
I got a script right here. This is the book 24. And this is on who's gonna be saved. And you just can't just make some type of proud statement and that's it. No. The Lord requires some things. Not just lip service. Where's that script? Here it is. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. This is the red letter. Lord Yahweh Shai. But he that shall endure to the end, the same shall be saved. Endure to the end of doing what?
being tested, man. That great testing, that testing of faith, that y'all people swerving down, that you're gonna be raptured up out of here before you even take the test.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all ain't even study for the test anyway, so you would have failed anyway miserably.
See, they think the Lord is their white boy. They think that they just gaslight the Lord and just appease to his good side, you know, that the Lord just gonna let them on in. No, this is not the white boy y'all dealing with. We don't know how to tell y'all. We done told y'all too many times, this is not the white boy y'all dealing with.
And a lot of you out there as well, I want to address this. A lot of you people out here that's saying that Edom is done away with. First of all, there's no end to the nations until Yahweh Shah says so. And Esau is in latter judgments, man. He's gotta go into captivity. He's gotta be destroyed after he served his captivity. He's gotta be in power in the last days. So how is Esau done away with?
Y'all tell on yourself all the time, you just don't know it. For example, Edomites coming up to the camp, talking about Esau's been done away with. And we cut that up. The next thing they come with, now they looking for salvation for Esau. That's you telling on yourself. If you're not Esau, why are you looking for salvation for him? See what I'm saying? Y'all tell on yourself all the time, you just don't know. You just gotta have spiritual eyes and ears and know these scripts. That's how we cut y'all so easy.
Hit you with this one, what the brother saying about these Edomites, y'all all around, man. This is Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that had been before them. The Edomites that were before, they didn't get destroyed yet. Y'all still here today.
Yep.
You're still here, bro. You know, and you're going to have to live out that judgment, man. You're going to have to live it out. You're not going to get away with it. You think you're just going to walk right. And plus, if your name ain't on none of them 12 gates, you ain't walking in anyway.
No, you're not. See, they think they can just put on a rubber black mask, and walk on into the kingdom. Y'all stupid as hell. And this is why y'all stupid as hell. Y'all stupid as hell because y'all think everybody else is just as stupid as you. This is why this Trump administration is looking so foolish. They think everybody is as stupid as them. They don't think nobody gonna see through their little bullshit, they lies. And Trump, I don't know what y'all see in this man, but MAGA, y'all need some psychological help and therapy. And basically, y'all need some captivity in your life. Captivity will clear all that up. All that shit y'all got going on, all this confusion y'all got going on, it ain't nothing captivity can't fix, baby. We gonna get you right. Yahweh, we build that number.
That so-called wisdom that y'all thought y'all had in this kingdom, because y'all had nobody walk to sleep, didn't nobody see what was really going on. But now you sloppy. You know, everybody see you for what you really are, man. This is Jeremiah 49:7. Concerning Edom, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished? Yes, it is. That's why the whole world see right through your madness, man. And you are starting and have became a gazing stock. And when you become a gazing stock, it's not for a good reason. It's usually a negative reason.
Yep.
They see what you're doing. You're going into other people's backyards, trying to tell them how to live, while your backyard got all kind of weeds that need to be peeled up out of it. Grass not cut. Your backyard fucked up, but you're trying to come in another country and tell them how to live while taking their resources and destroying their land.
Yep. I got a couple precepts for you. Talk about the wisdom of this world, how Esau got everybody drunk off this wine of Babylon. This 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and we'll start at verse 18. Let no man deceive himself. If any man among you seem to be wise in this world, let him become a fool that he may be wise. What that means is you got to empty your cup of all the lies you learn in this world and start over with a clean slate. Why you need to do that? Because of verse 19. For the wisdom of this world is foolishness with Yahweh. For it is written, he's taken the wise in their own craftiness. See, that's what I mean by I tell y'all, y'all think people are just as stupid as you. The Lord is going to take you in your own craftiness. Meaning you thinking you slick like that, the Lord going to throw a monkey wrench in it. Not only are you going to fail, but he's going to expose you at the same time. You have to empty your cup. You cannot mix Christianity with the truth. That's like oil and water. It don't mix. You have to empty your cup of every lie you ever learned in Babylon in order to fully understand and receive the truth of what it is. You can't mix this with nothing else. That's why we're called the Israelites and not Judaism or a Protestant or Baptist. All of these are remixes of lies. Because you can ask 5 Christians one question, you're going to get 7 different answers.
Yeah. That's exactly right, man. All these different Christians, all these different denominations of Christianity, when the scriptures blankly tells you, man, that there's only one truth. There's only one truth. There's only one power. There's only one name. But yet y'all still go out and call it Yahuwah, Yah, Allah, all these different terms, man. But then when a person tells you that there's only one name that a man could be saved, that you could be saved under heaven, they bypass that. They don't want to hear that. They think that they got to, well, we're talking about the same, just a different name. No. It doesn't have the same power if it's spoken in a different language, bro.
Exactly.
It has to be in the language that it was created to be spoken in. That's what you speak it in, man. You can't take the Most High's name and make it English. You think it's gonna have the same power? That don't work like that, man.
I got a script right here. This explains why Esau is stupid as hell. but he think he got some knowledge. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 22. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. That's why you stupid, eat. The knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. And neither at any time the counsel of sinners proves. This is why you stupid, but you pump yourself up in the back of your head like you on a level. No, the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom. That's why you fail in all your shit, because it's not wisdom. And you know why you don't have wisdom? First of all, wisdom is a gift. And what do you have to have in order for the Lord to bless you with wisdom? You have to have fear of the Lord. That's the key. Esau ain't scared of the Lord because he don't think the Lord exists. But at the same time, something's got Esau shook to the point where he destroying his own kingdom. See, there's a lot of stuff Esau ain't telling y'all. Esau know the scriptures just as well as we do. That's why he's trying to find a way to come at us indirectly. Because to come at us directly would say to the world that we was always right and he was always Esau. He is Esau. He just don't want to let the world know. So yeah, y'all better wake up, man. It's gonna take a missile for y'all to wake up. That's what's gonna happen. That's straight up, bro.
Yeah. I got that scripture you quoted too, Proverbs 9 and 10. The fear of the Lord Yahweh is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the holy is understanding, man. And like he said before, the Most High is not all in East thoughts.
Nope.
He doesn't think about the Most High. He thinks himself to be the Most High, and that's why he's coming with all these different laws, even to show you how he think he is God when he bring out that MOTV. And speaking of that MOTV, I got something here. If this my tablet stopped being so doggone slow.
Let me see if I can find this script right here. This is Psalm chapter 14, verse 1. This is Esau in a nutshell. To the chief musician, the Psalm of David. The fool has said in his heart, there is no Yahweh. They are corrupt. They have done abominable works. There is none that doeth good. That's Esau. Because guess what? This is why he thinks what he thinks. If Esau's pseudoscience can't prove it, it ain't real. If he can't smell it, he can't touch it, he can't taste it. But see, the Lord set you up to think like that because he created you to be a carnal man, not a spiritual man. Only a spiritual man can receive spiritual things.
Yep.
You're not spiritual, baby.
Not at all.
That's why if you can't see it or you can't, if your pseudoscience can't prove that it's real, you don't believe in it. But at the same time, you'll make up a whole bunch of lies and believe in it and call it science. What kind of idiot does that? You don't believe in something real, but you'll make up some shit to believe in. You fucked up, E.
That's his pseudoscience, man. His lie, his tongue walking through the earth, those lies.
No, we can't get a Lord all this credit for creating the universe.
Slocky, everybody, they messing with the connection out here. We good though.
He in his fields, man. It ain't nothing new to us. But like I was saying, the Big Bang Theory is not real. Yahweh created Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai created the 144,000. Yahweh Shai and the 144,000 created everything that you see. There wasn't a Big Bang Theory. That's why in Genesis, the 144,000 is represented with the word gods, G-O-D-S, lowercase g. Exactly. Y'all don't know what y'all read. Y'all don't understand what y'all read. And if you do understand what you read, and it doesn't go with your feels, you'll pretend like it's not there. Ain't that right, Christians? You do it all the time. It's like we tell y'all women they supposed to be teaching the truth. It's like we tell y'all women don't supposed to be wearing that which pertaineth to a man. Keeping your head covered. See, y'all will read it and act like it still ain't there, but you still call yourself you love God. Shut up, hypocrites.
I got chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with power, and the Word was power. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. This is letting you know that Yahweh Shai created everything, man, with the angels, like this brother said, man. The Elohim.
Lowercase gods.
Exactly. The Elohim. And that credit still goes back to the Father, though. Because it says that King David built the temple, but he didn't lay a single fucking brick. His servants built it because he gave the word for them to do it.
Exactly.
So he still got the credit. Same thing with Yahweh, man.
Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn when them missiles start flying. And you gonna see death on your left and death on your right. You gonna call out to that white boy and you ain't gonna get no answer. And then you gonna realize you down here by yourself.
Yep.
Because the Lord does not know you. You rejected him when you had a chance to build a relationship with the true and living power. You rejected him and you clinged on to the false idol.
Yep.
This is why you're gonna be destroyed.
Yep.
All this gonna hit you right before that missile hit. I done fucked up. Yeah, you did.
I got something for y'all on that. Because this is the way y'all are. Y'all like to see the adversity first. And then y'all want to try to call on the Father. He ain't hearing that, bro. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. I'm going to read a couple. Because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. How did the Lord stretch out his hand? By the brothers, starting from the elders and apostles on down, man. Reaching out to you people through these videos. going out on the highways and hedges, man. That's the Lord reaching out to you Israelites, but y'all still like, nah, we ain't the Israelites. You keep that same energy. And no man regarded. But ye have, the brother said earlier, the fear of the Lord is the brother said earlier, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge and wisdom, man. And y'all don't have the fear of the Lord. So when this time comes, these scriptures will not be the stability of the times for you. What kind of helicopter is that over there?
I really can't tell from you.
But yeah, y'all don't want to hear this counsel, man. And when this time, when things do get serious out here, when things do get serious out here, y'all not gonna be stable at all. Y'all gonna be out here fooling.
Because you ain't gonna know what to do. You've never been in this position before where your kingdom is coming to an end, a violent end at that. That's scary enough in itself. This is Zechariah chapter 7, verse 11. And this is talking about you 2/3 that don't want to hear the truth. But they refuse to hearken and pull away the shoulder and stop their ears that they should not hear. Yeah, they have made their hearts as an adamant stone, lest they should hear the law and the words which the Lord of hosts hath sent in his spirit by the former prophets. Therefore came a great wrath from the Lord of hosts. Therefore it came to pass that as he cried, and they would not hear, so they cried, and I would not hear, saith the Lord of hosts. But I scattered them with a whirlwind among all the nations whom they knew not. Thus the land was desolate after them, they that no man passeth through and none nor returneth, for they laid the pleasant land desolate. So y'all don't want to hear it. But see, when y'all see all these prophecies come to pass at one time, Third World War kicking off, Jacob's trouble, and all this stuff is around the corner. Society falls and collapses. Everybody on their own, killed or be killed out here. That's when y'all gonna want the word, but we ain't gonna be found.
It's gonna be a wrap.
We're gonna be put up.
It's gonna be a wrap.
Because by that time, the Lord then brought forth officially, by that time, the Lord would have been officially brought forth the famine of the word. The ministry is done by then. The only thing left is judgment. The ministry will be done when the Lord brings forth the famine of the word. When it's too unsafe out here for us to come out here and try to talk some sense into y'all.
We had all that time studying for this test.
Exactly.
And then when that teacher say books closed, here go the paper. And you're gonna have to take that test.
They're gonna be looking for the white boy to bring the cheat sheet.
Man, I got Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water.
How you do that?
But I'm so lucky, y'all. But how can you kind of be handicapped? Like he walking around, well, he's riding around on the bike, but he got that fold-away
he got a fold-away walker.
That walker chair on the back of his damn bike. That don't make sense. He's living in both best of both worlds right now.
If he can't walk,
why you riding the
how
damn
he
bike?
got on that scooter, and who put the walker on his back?
Man, he put that shit on his back like a soul and took off. He took off.
How you do that?
I'm sorry, y'all. That's sloppy, but you see Edom, man, they be out here on some madness, boy.
Man.
But I'm gonna bring this back out because this is how you Israelites are going to be. Because right now y'all scoffing, y'all slandering, y'all talking all this ISH out here, this ish, man. Amos 8:11, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will send famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord. They shall not find it. Y'all be out here like that. I remember those guys who teaching over here, or they were teaching over there. and I would just run up and just hump my horn and talk mess to them. Wonder where they at now. They got the answers. I knew they was telling the truth. It's gonna be too late, buddy. And that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. Y'all gonna be out here thirsty for this living waters, man. And you not gonna be able to get it. The water that you got in you right now, full of that flint, that's the water you gonna have in that day. You gonna have that dirty water in your system, man. That's why we telling y'all now that y'all need to be seeking the Lord Yahweh Shai and getting this clean water, man. You need this clean water. You need this to be drinking this during that time, because that's gonna be the stability of the times that we coming into.
Speaking of the family of the word, Canada is in the process of doing this right now. I just found the screenshot I was looking for. It said in December 2025, Canada advanced Bill C-9, hate speech law that removes a long-standing legal exemption protecting religious speech made in good faith. Pastors warn that without this safeguard, quoting or preaching certain Bible passages could be challenged as hate speech, creating legal risk for pastors and believers. The government says scriptures will not be banned, but the specific legal protection is being removed, raising serious concerns about religious freedom and free expression. As of now, the amended bill still requires a final vote in the House of Commons and approval by the Senate before becoming law. Now you gotta remember this. Esau makes laws. Esau does not make laws. His emotions do. So tell me which emotion is making Esau create this law where he don't want to hear the Bible. That emotion of hate, that emotion of fear, because hearing the words he's going into captivity puts fear in Esau. So he don't want to hear it. Just like Trump, the thought of going into captivity spooks these people to the point where they destroy their own kingdom. Now, Trump is in the process of moving all type of slavery-related material from museums because they don't want to look at their future. That's the reason. It bothers them to see that they got necks in captivity. After all this boss shit they've been talking about, how they're superior and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They can't eat their words like that, but they are going to eat their words. So yeah. Now, when the white boy was the Christ, quote unquote, you didn't hear nothing about no banning preaching and all that stuff. Why? Because the lie benefited Esau's kingdom. So, and when the truth comes out, starting with the apostles, elders, and the bishops and the brothers on down, now Esau got a problem with the Bible. Why is that? Because he knows that he lied on the Bible. And so when his judgment is being read, he getting his feels. His feels say, hey motherfucker, you need to change the law because my feelings hurt. And Esau said, okay.
And they try to get rid of the statues and, you know, all the stuff that is biblical, you know, the slavery statues and stuff you see like that. They trying to remove all of that, man.
Because they don't want to,
they don't have to look at that.
Right, they don't want to be blamed for it, so they getting rid of evidence, so-called. You can't get rid of evidence that's been recorded in the heavens.
That's iconoclasm at its finest still.
Exactly.
Again, like y'all did in the time of the Renaissance, destroying images and painting the images like unto yourselves.
Knocking noses off statues.
But now you can't do it. Now you're just going to completely just destroy certain statues. Go destroy that ugly ass D-Wade statue then. Shit.
That's y'all creation. Y'all can keep that. Y'all destroy the man and his son. Y'all can keep that bullshit. Because the Lord ain't coming to save no trans, nothing. That's in Deuteronomy 23. The Lord ain't coming to save no trans, nothing. verse 17. Verse 17 and verse 23. No, 17 and something. I'll find it. But this is Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 17. There shall be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor sodomite of the sons of Israel. And that's another one. Oh, it's verse 1. I scrolled right past it. No man's gonna get saved. He that is wounded in the stones, or have his private member cut off, shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. So if you let Esau chop your nuts off or cut your rod off, you ain't going.
Running around like a unit.
You ain't going. Because you want to know why you ain't going? Because your spirit. Oh, it's back on. It's back on.
I got a precept for you on that one too. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 9. Know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of power? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, effeminate, nor abusers of themselves, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of power, man.
There it is.
So while y'all out here shaking your ass, you men too, because y'all been off the chain.
Yep.
Wearing little mini skirts and all this crazy
You saw that
madness.
pastor.
Man.
You saw that pastor with the green mini skirt? Yeah, y'all gonna be destroyed in good riddance. We don't want to look at that shit here. Why would we want to look at it in the kingdom?
Had the woman in the church playing around with Yahweh Shai too. And the preacher, they had a song, they were singing a song saying that the Lord was going to resurrect edges. You see how y'all playing with the Lord?
See, that right there, you have no respect. Y'all got that from Esau. Esau don't respect shit.
Play around too much, man.
Exactly. And that's in Sirach. Esau ain't got no respect for nothing. And y'all following the same suit. Even if the white boy was real. Look how y'all disrespect. Look how y'all ain't got no fear. Where was I going? It's in chapter 10. Verse 9. Book of Sirach. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Listen to this part. For such as one setteth his own soul to sell, because while he liveth he casts away his bowels. This man don't respect shit. Nothing is sacred to him.
Not at all.
And y'all doing the same thing. You make mockery of your own so-called savior. You think the Lord gonna respect that y'all down here making fun of him? But at the same time, y'all expect him to save you.
That holding nothing sacred reminds me of that movie, Tales from the Hood. When they killed that Jake and buried him. And when you bury somebody, a lot of people hold that as sacred. That grave is sacred to a lot of people.
When he pissed on his grave.
He's like, I'm gonna piss on his grave.
Yeah, I remember that.
Esau definitely don't, shows you in the movies, he don't hold nothing sacred, man.
Nope.
The same way they went in Jerusalem and took all the gold vessels and put they sacrificed swine on the altar and all of that, man. Come on, man.
They did that in 2025 to the Muslims. They slapped a raw piece of pork on the Quran. See how Esau, when he wants to disrespect you, he do a childish shit like that. Took a raw piece of pork and slapped it on the top of the Quran. Guess what? That God ain't real neither. But see, Esau think he doing something. No, that's an idol. Because Allah is Hebrew for power.
Yeah. That's why y'all need to look into these words.
Y'all don't look shit up. I would say this about my people. Y'all look up ways to do wickedness. Y'all go above and beyond with that. But when it's time to get right, no, you resist it. You're resisting. And that's some scripture, right? Let me see if I can find it. Yep, Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 22. My people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, which means stupid. And they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, see? But to do good, they have no understanding. They don't want to understand. They're comfortable in the wicked kingdom. They're comfortable with wicked rulers. They're comfortable with being robbed of their wages. They're comfortable with being lied to every day, all day, from this administration, from the media. They're comfortable. They're comfortable with these abominations walking around.
I can't stand this place, man. I don't see how y'all do it. Like, I know we gotta live here and we gotta work and we gotta serve our captivity, but every time I wake up, I see all this trash, you know, and then Esau is making laws where people are becoming homeless. So now that's increasing the trash. And you got people defecating on the sidewalks, people laying on bus stops.
They taking it back to their roots. Remember when France was inhabited by the Edomites? What did they do? They didn't have a sewer system. They threw piss and shit out the window. And you know what else? You know what that brought about? That brought about high heels to keep you from stepping in shit. You know what else that brought about? The umbrella.
The umbrellas? Oh, the umbrella.
The umbrella, because people were throwing shit out of the windows in second and third stories. So to keep the shit from getting on them, they walking down the street on a sunny day
with a shitty umbrella.
With an umbrella and high heels. They taking it back to where they began, being savages.
Imagine how that place smelled.
Oh, it was atrocious.
I know that shit was humming.
And we don't even need to talk about how disease ran rampant. They taking it back to what they know. Edomites are not civilized. You got Edomites that's rich as hell, making videos talking about how they don't take a bath but once a month and shit.
In medieval times, they was living like that with just walking around with lice in their head.
Yeah.
Sitting at the table eating lice. I mean, eating food with lice falling out of the plate, taking baths in lice.
Yeah, the Lord is putting them back at the bottom. He's slowly but surely, as you can see, if y'all haven't noticed, there's a new vibration in the earth. The Lord is raising up Jacob. And he's putting down Esau. The Lord always does things twice. I mean, he's very dual. He does two things at one time. Just like when he's going to destroy Babylon, he's going to be saving his 144,000 in the Nuba 1/3. Just like he's raising up Jacob, he's putting Esau back at the bottom. God. That's why Edomites are being looked at in a bad light today. And everybody, the other nations are siding with Jacob. It's a new vibration in the earth. And if y'all don't get with it, y'all don't get y'all mind right, y'all gonna be left behind. Literally left behind. Just like that movie. And you're gonna be destroyed with this kingdom, with this wicked kingdom. So y'all need to get right or get left. So I can tell you. You got something, bro?
Yeah, I got one more final thing that I wanted to go into. It's called from the White House website as well. This is major because this is a prophecy that's getting ready to be fulfilled soon, man. It's called Winning the 6G Race. And it says a memorandum from the Secretary of State, the Secretarial Board, the Secretary of Commerce, the Secretary of Transportation, the Secretary of Energy, the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Director of the Office of Management and Budget, the Director of the National Intelligence, the Chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, the Assistant to the President for Economic Policy, the Assistant to the President for Science and Theology, the Assistant to the President for National Security Affairs. It says, by authority invested in me as President by the Constitution And the law of the United States of America, I hereby, Section 1, propose the next generation of mobile communications network, 6G, will be foundational to the national security and foreign policy. And you know why it's going to be foundational? Because you need the 6G to run the MOTB, the rice. You need that to run that rice, man. And it says economic prosperity of the United States. This technology will play a pivotal role in the development and adoption of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence, robotics, and implantable technologies.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is.
6G will also provide faster, more resilient, and more secure communication networks that can be utilized for national security and public safety proposals. But you're going to also be a slave to this man's digital system once you let them brand you with that rice. And like Revelation 13 says, you will not be able to buy, sell, or trade without this mark, man.
Yep.
And it's not a spiritual mark, IUIC. It's not white women. It's literally a mark, physical, etching or a prick of the skin. So y'all need to wake up and because the Lord, he's getting ready to bring these prophecies through. And this gonna happen before Jacob's trouble, man. Yeah. That's gonna lead to Jacob's trouble because people gonna be losing their mind when they can't feed grandma or them kids or pay their bills.
They get that way now.
Yeah, unless you get that rice. Like over there, yeah, it's getting like that. By my house, Walgreens got hit twice. Value Mart, and they just went in there just to steal cigarettes. Then you got Value Mart over there by my house. They got hit 2 nights straight.
You know what they doing? They starting to do? It's been videos pop up here and there in my feed. In certain Walmarts, they locking up everything.
Yep.
Everything is in a glass case. Why do you think they're doing that? They getting ready for what's to come.
They know civil unrest is coming.
They know what the government's about to do with this digital currency, and they know it's going to be a lot of resistance. So Walmart did the smart thing, and they put all their merchandise in glass cases. Everything is in a glass case, so you have to get an associate to open the case for you. They jumped ahead of the game because they know it's going to be a lot of theft. It's going to be a lot of resistance. Now, another thing that the brother was talking about with this 6G. 6G is going to serve another purpose for the wicked. 6G is going to be a major contributor to depopulation.
That radiation.
That shit is going to kill you within 6 months if you're too close to it. The insides of your body will be literally cooked like you putting your body in a microwave. Microwave cooked with waves. It cooks from the inside out. The same thing this 6G is going to do to your body. If you too close to that shit, or if you absorbing too much of it, within 6 months you're going to be dead.
And newsflash too, you people, you already got radiation fat in your house with the Wi-Fi routers.
Exactly.
That's why they have, if you go on Amazon, they have these little containers that you can, it blocks the radiation from coming out.
Right, they got certain wallets like that because they got certain phone things that you can put your phone in, so when you put your phone in your pocket, the radiation ain't affecting your genitals. That's been a reason why a lot of people are sterile to this day. Radiation from these phones,
yep,
getting in the habit of putting them in their pockets.
And that's why you see a rise of lung cancer in people that don't smoke.
Yeah.
The radiation, man. Radiation is a carcinogen, man.
See, these are the things Esau don't tell you when he finna roll out some new shit. He tell you all the good things, all the benefits, all the dangers about it. But he ain't gonna tell you that this new technology gonna kill you within 6 months.
Yeah.
But guess who did? Other Edomites. This is a kingdom divided all day because you got Edomites right now, Edomites left and right. And one of those Edomites that was a whistleblower, he came out and told the truth about what 6G does to the body. And hey, if you too close, you're gonna be microwaved and you ain't gonna even know it until your organs start to shut down. And by that time, it's gonna be too late. Doctor ain't gonna be able to do shit for you. Because you're being microwaved daily and don't even know it.
That's that wound that the Lord hit Esau with, that your tongue will fall upon yourself, your own people. This is Psalm 64:7. But God shall shoot them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded, so they shall make their own tongues fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. And that's what you see amongst this division too. Esau is whistle blowing, telling them all the shit that his people are doing, because it's starting to phase him now. Yep. So they're getting mad. So they're telling on each other, "You snitching." Esau out here snitching.
Snitch ass bitch. Even if you is snitching on your own people, you still a snitch by definition. we use definitions over here, baby. You a snitch by definition. You ratting out your own people. But it's funny to me that when all of the government's wickedness only affected the so-called black and brown, that's when America was great. Y'all weren't snitching on each other. But see, this lets us know that Esau, how easy it is for him to fold under pressure. Yeah. And don't trust Esau with secrets. Because if you piss off Esau, he gonna tell on you.
And that's and even you Jakes out there that got that good Edomite friend. That's a good Edomite friend. Like I always say, you cool until you brush them the wrong way.
You gotta put in the right code.
You gotta put that blood code in, man. I tell you all the time. As soon as you hit Edom with that blood code is being something that rubs him. Okay.
There goes something about the Edomite blood code. Now this is an all Edomite family. Florida man kills his wife in Christmas shooting over TV remote before taking his own life. Edom, the bloody man, over a remote, cuz? I ain't know that deep. That motherfucker probably wanted to watch Jeffrey Dahmer series again or some shit.
Somebody just died in that same manner over a football game.
Yep. Well,
I don't know if it was Edom or not. It sounds like Edom though.
Yeah, Edom something serious, man. Oh, I know y'all heard about this one. I'm just going through my screenshots I take all through the week. This one tripped me out right here. But see, this right here is a testament to how dangerous the Bible is. 2-year-old given life sentence in North Korea for having a Bible. And it's a real story too. Look at this. Edom. Death row inmate eats an entire Bible as his last meal. Edom. Now who's the savage?
You see?
Check this out. In 1781, over 100 enslaved Africans, Israelites, were thrown overboard and drowned so that the slavers could cash in on the insurance of those enslaved. It's known as the Zong Massacre. So they were just murdering Israelites to get insurance money.
That's when they was throwing them off the train, off the boats with those bricks onto their legs.
I screenshot it.
Yep.
And then there's the ultimate screenshot of Donald Trump.
Yo.
I'm gonna show this to the This is Donald Trump and his parents. They got KKK uniforms, and then they got baby Trump in a baby KKK uniform. Look at that. That's your man's.
Know who your enemies are, man.
That's your man's right there. Now you see what ideology that's been instilled in him since a child. Yep. And you wonder why he's the man that he is. This man was groomed to be a racist from childhood. And it's a real picture. It's not a. Alright. I want to get this before we close, though. This is something I think all you diehard Americans should know about the chosen victims over there in our land. It says Americans should know this. 900,000 tiny top settlers lived in the West Bank of East Jerusalem. None of them worked. They lived off government funding, free housing, free health care, free everything. It's all paid for by U.S. tax dollars. Matter of fact, pick every month until they're 18. Every mother that gives birth to a tiny top child, they get a check. And so by the time this child is 18, he's a millionaire. That's why a bunch of Jewish kids go in together and start their own business, because they taking your tax money. None of them work. They don't pay rent. They don't pay shit. But you over here struggling. You got to choose between medicine and food and rent.
And that's how you know that they ain't the chosen people, because the chosen people were on the bottom of society.
Exactly.
Going through the hard shit, man.
Hold up, I got another one just to prove what I just said. I got screenshots all day, baby. Just to prove what I just said. This is an Edomite woman. 91-year-old woman arrested for trying to steal medication that cost her $50 and went up to $950, and her 88-year-old husband urgently needed. So you got to pick and choose.
You know, that also shows you that when all this shit becomes digital, a lot of people gonna go out like that.
Yeah.
A lot of people
They're gonna start stealing.
There's gonna be people that can't get their medication, and them demons gonna come out of them.
Withdrawal symptoms.
Yeah.
Those are also known as demons. Your withdrawal symptoms. Because you're gonna be acting very demonic when you off your medication.
You'll have that legion.
Uh-huh. Yo, there's a lot of wicked spells put in this medication. And all it is chemicals designed to get you addicted. They ain't curing shit. I got a screenshot.
No, they ain't curing nothing, man. Nation cured is a customer loss, man.
Where is it? I seen it this week too. They ain't curing shit, man. Ain't no money in the cure.
No.
It's just like Chris Rock said, the money's in the medicine. I don't see it. It's in here somewhere. I'll probably bring it out next time. We can go on close because we see they been tripping with our live.
Yeah, cutting our live off, man.
Acting like little hoes in YouTube.
That's how it go, because you know what? You can't stop this word from going out. And another thing, you damn sure can't stop your judgment.
Nope.
So you can get in your feelings with your little technology, shutting stuff on and off, trying to distract brothers and sisters from getting these messages. You just earning your judgment, man.
That's all you're doing. You're proving you the wicked. By doing wicked things, the wicked shall do wickedly, and the wicked shall not understand, brother, paraphrasing the scripture. So you proving what side you on by doing wickedness. You trying to stop this word from going out. The Lord sees that as wickedness. The Lord sees you as an enemy of the throne, and your ass gonna be put down for it.
Yep.
You better make a decision and offer it. They ain't receive it. See, you're still playing with the lie.
I'll cut it off again. But that's okay. We're going to close out, and we're going to continue to do this work no matter if you like it or not, Esau. And with that being said, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Wakakodash.
Until next time, Shalom and Abba Babal.
Shalom. Keep earning your judgment, E.